Happy New Year, everyone. It's a brand new year, and as usual, we are full of hope and anticipation for the next 12 months ahead. This is a time when many of us make plans and we set visions and we set goals for the year ahead. And we also take time to do what are called New Year's resolutions. But the challenge with that is that oftentimes this hope that we have at the beginning of the year does not last long. In fact, studies will show that by the end of the first week of January, 25% of resolution makers have already given up on their commitment to themselves. 25%. And if you extrapolate that out a month or two, what you find is many people give up totally on their hopes and dreams. So how do we continue that momentum so that we can have the culmination of the dreams that we want for this year and beyond? Hi everyone, Chris Natzke here with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching with your Mind of a Champion tip of the week. As I said, new year, new hope. How are we able to maintain that momentum that we want to build into this new year from not only January, but all the way through the course of the year so we can create what we want in the year ahead? Well, I've got some thoughts, and I'm taking a perspective from the word hope. H-O-P-E, hope. 4 steps that we can use to maintain momentum and create hope and results by the end of this year. And number 1 is, for H, have a plan, or have a vision and a plan. Have a vision and a plan. Many of us are really good at dreaming about what we want, right? We can sit and talk about what we want with the best of them. But the fact of the matter is unless we have a plan, a vision is just a wish. Right? We have to have something that we have some steps to take each and every day to move us toward our goal. Each and every day. I mean, I think one of the worst things we can do from an annual plan standpoint is to project something out 12 months ahead of time. That's what we want. And it's so far out that we don't have the urgency to stay with it. That's why what I like to do is actually break my year into 4 12-week sections. And that way, every week is basically a month. So I'm really focused on the things that I want to get done. And I have that plan. You see, we can't always have an impact on the things outside of ourselves. We can't even have an impact on the results. What we can have an impact on are the activities that we do to get those results. So when you have a plan that you can work on each and every day, each and every week, each and every month, now what happens is you get to move closer to the dreams that you want. And if you want some coaching and help on that, wait till the end of this video and check out my 2022 Strategic Planning Power Package, where I help people go through that entire process. Next is O. O stands for openness for how it will happen. We can all have our plans and we can have our vision for the steps you want to take, but man, if 2020 and 2021 has taught us anything, is we have to be adaptable. In fact, one of my favorite quotes for the last couple of years is from my good friend Kyoshi Dave Kovar, martial arts instructor extraordinaire, and he says that we have to be stubborn in our goals, but flexible in our methods. Stubborn in our goals, but flexible in our methods. We have to be able to adapt. We stay focused on where we want to go. We have that plan, but we also need to be able to make adjustments where possible. In fact, if you ask any pilot, what they'll tell you is once they get in the air, number 1, they wouldn't go up into the sky without a flight plan. But number two is when they're up in the air, they are off course about 99% of the time, because of wind and weather and whatever, altitude. And so what happens, they have to make constant adjustments on their way to their destination. So make sure that you're open to how things will happen, be able to have the courage to adjust your plan when necessary. Next is P. P stands for persistent and consistent action. We have to take action. You know, one of my favorite mentors of all time told me that God meets us at the point of action. But it's not something, I don't believe, that we take massive action on a day or two and then we let it sit for months at a time. It's that action that we take each and every day that adds up. In fact, James Clear in his book Atomic Habits says is that if we have something that we just want to get 1% better at each and every day over the course of a year, By the end of 365 days, we'll be 37 times better than when we started. Now, it's so interesting. If you extrapolate that out to 2 years, you don't get 74 times better. You get 1,400 times better, because good habits don't add up, they compound. So where can you, in your life, in your plan, work and take consistent action to the goals that you want? What is your plan for this year? And if you don't have one, I highly recommend you have it, and you integrate it into your everyday life, in your everyday calendar, so that you're constantly moving in the right direction. And then finally, E. E stands for expect your unexpected good. Expect your unexpected good. Now, to some, this might sound a little Pollyannish, but what I mean by this is that we are focused with everything we want with a positive intention. And my experience is when we're looking at life that way, and we're looking at our goals and our aspirations that way, we start to see positive things along the path that will support us on that. It becomes the filter of which we see things. So if we're expecting and anticipating positive things to support us on our path, we will start to see those things. It's kind of like if you ever wanted a new car and you got really clear about the model, the make, the color, and all of a sudden you're driving down the road and there's one. Oh wait, I just saw another one there. I just saw another one there. You see, our minds will adapt to that, and we'll start to see things through that filter of positive expectation. So there you have it, my friends. There is my 4 steps for a new year and a new hope in this year and beyond. And once again, if you're interested in taking this a step further, check out the link below underneath this video to learn more about my 2022 Strategic Plan Power Package. And in this, what I help you do is create an annual plan for this upcoming year, help you distill it down into a powerful 3-month plan for the first 90 days of the month, and then also have follow-up coaching sessions to keep you on track and capable of the greatness you're meant to have in this year and beyond. So thanks so much for listening, my friends. Let's have an amazing 2022. And this has been Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching. And we'll see you next time on the Mind of a Champion Tip of the Week.